Unless I really want to stand up there.
That's fine.
All right, I'm good now. All right, so you have two handouts in front of you. One is a one-page revenue projections, and I think they're loading that on the screen.
Okay.
There we go. All right, so the first thing I like to do is just kind of orient you to this page. On the left side, you will see the different revenue sources. And then the next column, you'll see budget 2019. That is the revised budget as of March 2019. And then you will see the next column is projected for fiscal year 19. That's what we are projecting to actually collect. And then the middle column is projected revenues for the fiscal year 2020 budget. And then the remaining columns are comparison columns. The first set of two columns compares projected revenue for fiscal 20 to budget for fiscal 19. And the last set of columns compares fiscal year 20 projected revenue to projected fiscal 19 revenue. So I'll start with overall. You'll see we project a 2.35% increase in revenue over what we are projecting to collect for fiscal 19. So that would be $409 million versus the $399 million, which is a total of $9.4 million. Compared to last year's budget, that percentage is 4.72%. And one thing I would say about that is, I would applaud the district before I got here, coming in new and seeing everything in the district. I would applaud the district for the fiscal responsibility that's taken place over the past several years. And with that said, I would say we've been fortunate to have revenue come in over budget. We've collected more than we budgeted over the past couple of years, and I think it is time to maybe realign our budget with what we're actually collecting. Now that we have a couple of years of trends behind us where we've seen those, the collections above budget come in for a couple of years, that gives us a trend that we can use to then realign how much we're budgeting for each line item. So I would start with local taxes. You'll see that that's about a 1.5% increase, 1.54% increase over what we project we will collect this year. So that's pretty reasonable. It's still conservative, I would say, for all the local taxes. The biggest driver in there is sales tax. We've had some good sales tax years for the past couple of years. And what the projection does for fiscal 20, it actually holds the sales tax budget at the same level we project to collect for 2019. It is much higher than what we budgeted for sales tax, but that's the area where we've seen the most growth above budget. And some items, there's some items out there that may actually increase that number down the road, like the internet sales tax that's currently making its way through the legislature. Property taxes basically takes up that 1.54% when you look at the increase between fiscal 20 and what we project for fiscal 19. Other things included in that line item are other than property taxes, and in property tax that includes both regular and in lieu of payment property taxes. It also includes local sales tax and mixed drink tax are all included in that category. The next item is really just there's one thing in licenses and permits, and that's marriage licenses. We get a portion of marriage licenses. The next grouping is charges for current services. So that would include items such as tuition, both out of state and just out of county. It also includes charter school authorizer fees that we would receive. It includes any excess fees from school-age child care. So if they have any excess fees at the end of the year, those get returned to the district. And then The next section is going to be other local revenues. That's going to be the most volatile category on here, or not volatile, but variable. So you will see on the screen under other local revenues, the budget was just under $2 million. We expect to collect $4 million, but we've put the budget at $3 million. So we're trying to still be a little conservative in that area because there's a lot of variability. That includes interest on our bank accounts at the trustee's office. That also includes recovery of bad debts, recovery of things like attorney's fees, and it also includes contributions or gifts that we would get at the district level that are not, just unrestricted contributions, and any other local revenue that we would get, those are primarily small dollars, like, a couple $1,000s. The next section would be state education funds, and you will see the projection for fiscal year 20 is $174 million. That is where that includes BEP funding. It also includes state grants. If you'll recall, we moved some state grants from the federal programs budget and the self-funded budget. Those have come into this category. But we just got our April estimate from the state last week for BEP funding for next year, and it is expected to be $170,003,000. So that is a 3.95% increase over prior year. And to put that in context from what we've seen the past few years, while it's still an increase in funds, it's less of an increase than we've received for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, the increase has been a higher percentage than that. Last year was especially high because they added the RTI component to the BEP formula. But this is less of an increase than we've seen the past few years. A couple of highlights on the BEP. The BEP salary component does include the 2.5% increase that we've all heard about. The salary component in the formula increased from $47,150 to $48,330. Keep in mind the state only funds half of that amount, so the other half comes from local revenues. And keep in mind that we have over 500 teachers not included in the BEP allocation. The other things included in that category would be some of the pre-K lottery money funding that we get, and then career ladder program is also included there. What's next? Federal funds received through the state. That is primarily for related to special education. And then there's direct federal revenues, which that is primarily ROTC reimbursements. And then the last section is other sources, and that's primarily operating transfers between areas. So that is kind of a highlight of each section on here. And like I said, it's a 2.3% increase over what we expect to collect this year. And that's a much higher, it's much higher when you compare this budget year to last budget year. But as I said earlier, I think it's a good time for us to take those trends and realign our budget. That's all I have on revenues right now, if there are questions.
Any questions, comments? Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, I was curious if you knew off the top of your head about what our fund balance budget currently is. I didn't see it anywhere.
Yeah, so the unassigned amount is currently around $41 million. And that does not include anything that would go into fund balance this fiscal, from at the end of fiscal year 19.
Dr. Highlander.
Thank you. I appreciate your being cautious and conservative, you and Christy both, and thank you. Hypothetically, what happens if the projections are not as high as we need and we budgeted for them?
So you mean the revenue, if we budget
Correct.
too high on revenue?
Yes.
That's a good question, Dr. Highlander. So that'll be monitored throughout the year like we always do. We monitor property tax and sales tax collections on a monthly basis. Those are the two biggest drivers. If we find that it's trending downward after a couple of months, then we would make those adjustments and bring those to the board and adjust the expense budget on the same way.
So,
however, I would say the 2% increase over what we're currently collecting is still
conservative.
pretty conservative. from my experience, other places are budgeting, 4 to 4.5%, and that's a more aggressive approach. And I would say that this is not. I wouldn't call it aggressive, and I wouldn't call it extra conservative. I think it's reasonable.
Well, I know I, for one, I'm sure most of the board members appreciate you being careful and cautious so that we don't over budget and over. Thank you.
Anyone else? All right. So we'll move on here to general purpose.
All right, we won't have anything on the screen for that. So the other packet that you have is the big packet. This includes the general purpose base budget for fiscal year 20. So as you all know, historically, we've adjusted the prior year budget, rolled it forward to create a base budget for the current year. And we still did that this year, even though we are implementing priority-based budgeting. We use this as a starting point for our priority-based budgeting process. So we went ahead and took last year's budget and rolled it forward with the step increases and the other adjustments to come up with our fiscal year base budget for fiscal year 20. We have then been evaluating the base budget throughout the departments and, making changes to it, changes to the structure, realignment to priorities, and all those types of things. So this was our starting point for the budget that we will present next week. This is not our proposed budget. It's just to give you a understanding of the way the process has happened in the past. And since this is an implementation year, it basically gives you the format which you've seen in the past and provides a starting point for what you're going to see next week, if that makes sense. So the first page has a reconciliation of and it starts with the revised budget as of March 2019. So the $390,555 million is the amended budget as of March 19. And that was a starting point where we actually started doing all the work. So that will be our comparison point going forward. And then you will see the amount on there for the step increase. And then there are some adjustments that net to $215,000 decrease. And that includes the state grants that we've moved over. It also includes one-time bonuses that we paid in the past that would not be in there as a recurring item. And it also includes, just other adjustments throughout the budget that all net to $200,000 decrease. So that would provide a starting point for $393 million. As you saw, our projected revenue was $409. So those are our two starting points as we embark on the priority budgeting process, and you will see the results of that process next Thursday.
All right, any questions, comments about that so far?
So this document is last year's,
It's
recalibrated to this year's, but not really what this year's is going to be.
right. So in the
Starting point.
in the past, there's been the prior year based budget and the current year based budget and a reconciliation between the two. And so we wanted to be sure that we provided the same format you've seen in the past to show that that's our starting point.
Okay.
So if we did nothing else but roll the budget forward for step increases, this is what it would look like. And that would be our budget. But because, there would be some other additions and stuff that if we went through the same process historically, but because it is a new budget process with priority-based budgeting, we thought it would be important to show you what our starting point was once we included step increases. And this is what we started with as we started the process with all the departments. So the departments could see their current budget, what it looks like with the step increases included and without some of the one-time items from the past. And then they could actually make a request based on priority, through the 5 focus areas. And we could then evaluate those requests against the base budget and start looking at how we can adjust the budget to realign it with our strategic plan. So as you're flipping through this document, you will see a lot of the right side column matches 3 columns prior to that, right? Because it's really just the same thing as last year, unless you're looking at a salary line that includes step increases.
Can I ask a question? I've just got a general kind of formatting question. So last week, or maybe it was this week, the last time that we met, we talked about the self-funded wellness centers. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where do we allocate, like, what our kind of general, like, self-funded insurance and healthcare costs are? Is it in multiple line items, or is there, like, a bucket and you have it formatted one line item here, or is it?
If you look at on the left, in the second column, you'll see an org number. So if you go to the org number 1052 that has all zeros after that, that's employee benefits. You can see the different components of that. Those are what we would call fixed cost employee benefits versus percentage benefits. Payroll taxes would be percentage benefit, so would like long-term disability, those types of things. For the medical and dental, we have a fixed cost that we charge to employees as the premium. So you'll see the dollars in here. And this is how it comes out of the general fund. And then the internal service fund, which is our self-insurance fund, is not included in here.
Okay, that's really what I was asking, because I did not remember in the past seeing like a bucket number for that. So I'm just curious, like, what is that?
So our self-insurance reserve is approximately, this is not exact right now, but it's approximately $50 million. So put that in context, we pay anywhere from 45 to 55 million in claims each year. So it's a good idea to have at least 6 months of claims in reserve. It's better to have 9 months, and it's even better to maybe have 10.
So then how are we, I'm totally getting the weeds on the wellness thing, only because it's just, the questions are being brought up because we're looking at numbers right now. So I am curious, like, how are we projecting, like, what we will spend on this new program out of that reserve fund? Because it sounds like it's tight, like, based on what we have in there, like, versus what we actually spend each year.
Right. And well, like, so if we spend, let's say we spend 50 million a year on claims. So that means we have about 12 months of reserve. That's too much. I mean, we don't need 12 months is good. 6 months is what I think most people would consider what you really have to have for catastrophic claims. I think 9 months is more of a best practice. Okay. That doesn't mean we want to be as low as possible, but it doesn't mean we need 12 months worth. So if we were to spend a couple $1 million out of that, it wouldn't hurt the reserve. Mm-hmm.
So
the integrity of the reserve.
We're expecting what percentage of a return whenever we start our own wellness center? So let's say that we have $45 million in claims each year. Do we expect a 50% reduction on that? Is it 20%, 25%?
No, I mean, so what we've seen, I might have to have Keith step in here because he's looked at these in a little more detail, but what we've seen in other districts is they're saving, in the ballpark of, $2 million a year in claims. The key, though, to that is even if you have a reduction of only $2 million, compared to 45 million, but if you stop the bleeding, that is the key. If you stop the growth in that claims cost, that's a big win because, healthcare costs are increasing rapidly every year. Okay. So part of the reason we want to do this is really to avoid future costs more so than saving.
Yeah. And I'm pro the idea. I'm just curious because we were talking about numbers and it was on my mind after the last meeting. So that's simply why I'm asking for no other reason other than that.
Those are all great questions. One thing else I would say about that is, if we were to implement the program and we could spread to more clinics, the more clinics you have, the more use you have of the clinics. So if, for example, we could down the road 2 or 3, 4 years get to one clinic in each learning community and you get much more use from your employees, you're going to keep driving those costs down. And if we have a successful wellness initiative and we overall just have healthier employees, you can start dramatically changing the way your cost is and even start looking at how the premiums are structured to see if we can benefit employees. Now, I wouldn't promise anything on that because we don't know how much healthcare costs are going to go up, whatever the market drives those costs is what we have to deal with.
Okay, one more question. And the startup cost for the Wellness Center will come out of that reserve fund for the insurance fund, or will it come out of our fund balance?
It would come out of the self-insurance fund.
Okay, thanks.
Dr. Highlander.
Thank you. I appreciate her question and what you're doing here, too. I've advocated this about 2 or 3 years, and so I'm very appreciative of it. What I've looked at is the initial savings may only be 5%, 10% the first year or so. Is what I've seen in researching it. But as you said, the long-term effects are what's positive. The question I had on fund balance, a really wise financial person, I think your predecessor sitting beside you, told me once that best practice, we should keep at least in the fund balance enough for more than a month, 4 to 5 or 6 weeks funding. Is that not what you always told us, Christy?
The GFOA best practices recommend a range. We currently have a month.
We have a month, but I mean, that was what we've been tutored on in the past, that a month was the minimum we should keep. Would you agree with that?
I would agree that would be a best practice. I would also say that the state requirement is 3%.
And so we're looking at about 8 or 9% now, roughly, ballpark.
Yeah, closer, almost 10.
So I think your question becomes, like, your philosophy becomes, or which philosophy do you
adhere
choose?
to
Like,
it.
are you
Right.
also shortening yourself, like
Maybe
shortcutting
something in
yourself somewhere
between.
else? So
Pardon me?
yeah.
Maybe something in between.
Well, we may be confronted with that when we talk with the county commission. That's why I'm thinking
Right.
about it.
Right. I agree.
So I'm,
Exactly.
that was what my question was leading up to.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? You got anything else for us, Mr. Goldberg?
I think I might save it all for next week.
Yeah, next week you all know
I
we'll
know.
present
Go ahead,
the
Ms. Thurman.
entire budget. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. When you do the budget, and I have asked for this to be done before, so far it's not been ever done as far as I can remember, but all of the new positions to be maybe color-coded in some way, so we will know exactly where the increase in the budget is coming from, just to,
I'll do you one better.
Okay.
We're going to give you a list of positions.
Okay, that's good.
And we're going to
Been
give you
added
job
since last year.
descriptions for all of those new positions that we propose.
Not that you propose it, we have added during the year, this year, that has made our budget go up even since.
You're talking about anything like what was added during mid-year,
Yes.
for example?
Yes, what we have added since the budget last year. It was not in our budget last year that we've added since then.
We can go back and mark those.
So just for clarity,
Or you can put them on a list, I don't care.
well, there will most likely be positions in this year's proposed
Well,
budget.
yeah, we will know that too.
Okay, I think that's what he was
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to be
That's a
presenting.
no-brainer. I mean, I think we've learned our lesson about that, so I think that's a no-brainer.
Right, so you'll get job descriptions of what we're proposing as well as highlights of what's there.
Right.
Yeah, it's what we've added this
Yeah.
year. What we've added.
Correct. Well, yes, everything that's been added this year has been approved.
Correct.
Yeah, that's true. I just want the numbers, because a lot of times we approve a lot of positions and no
Right.
numbers.
So you would like to, let me clarify, you would like a list of positions added since the original adopted budget for fiscal 19?
Yes. And
Yes, ma'am.
their salaries. Thank you.
I
So
think
we are
we'd
within
all like
budget,
that.
right? I mean, we've
Yeah.
been within budget.
Just
so
for
even though
no,
they've
we're
been
well
added.
within budget. You want to talk to where we are from a fiscal standpoint, our fiscal responsibility?
Yeah, so this year, as we went over the revenue projections, we are projected to have more revenue than what we budgeted. We're also projecting to be under budget on the expense side. So we are in very good shape. In fact, we would have more money to add to fund balance if we don't spend it between now and the end of the year.
We've been fiscally responsible.
We have been extremely fiscally responsible. I will make a list of those positions for you and bring it next week with the rest of everything we bring you.
Because I know that things come up. We've had a lot of emergencies that have come up. I know we've had to put in millions and millions of dollars, HVAC systems,
correct.
roofs.
That's correct.
Things of that nature that have come up that we didn't see coming. We've had a lot of damage due to storms, collapsed driveways, schools. We've had all kinds of things that have come up. And for one, I don't spend my personal money. I don't spend every dime that I get just because we have it. So if it comes time that we are going to have to cut some positions, some of the ones that were added on, maybe if we don't have a good reason for adding them on, maybe those might be the first to go. That's why I just want to know that's when it gets down to being a lot of fun. But we've had to do it many times before. Okay, thanks.
Just for a point of clarity, with the positions that have been added, we are within our budget. And so even the projection, just to create some clarity around this, because I want to make sure this is communicated clearly, even as you roll the budget forward, if you roll forward with no additions, we are well within our projected revenue for the upcoming year, right?
Correct, we are.
But there again, we have not concluded in this budget all the things that our schools need. So that's why I say we don't have to spend every dollar that we get our hand on a position somewhere when we have things that we need in our schools desperately. So like I say, I just don't see why we always have to spend every penny. Oh yeah, we have a few million. Let's find something to do with it. I just don't like that attitude.
Just one more fact I want to point out. 93% of our budget has been, and we'll share this percentage next week, but 93% of our budget is in schools. 81% of our budget is people. Y'all know that, but 93% of those people are in schools. One more point of clarification I would add as well is that when you look at the largest 5 school systems, we are, what was it, Christy? We're next to last in per pupil expenditure for administrative costs. And so, again, I think it points to what Brent spoke to earlier in the fiscal responsibility and what's there. So definitely, we always have that top of mind in understanding our responsibility to taxpayers as well.
Justin, since you said that we're the next to last, is that per capita or is that overall general funding?
Per pupil.
Per pupil spending.
Administrative costs per pupil, using the way the state calculates that.
The state.
All right. Does that do us? I think we're adjourned then.
Thank you.